Alright, I just wanted to record this. It's February 20th, Sunday, February 20th, 3:36 a.m. And I left my my thing on, my computer on, because well, I thought Heidi and I were going to go see I Am Number 4 this weekend, or last night, yesterday, Saturday. But look at this. I noticed that I had nothing on my little temperature gauge here on my computer, and I thought, uh-oh, I don't have internet again. But then, when I clicked on it, it says, not available, Waning Gibbous moon. Trying to do this with one hand, so it's not available, Waning Gibbous moon. So, for some reason, whatever a gibbous moon is, it's blocking this thing from telling me what the temperature is out there. Luckily, it doesn't interrupt my little guy over here, so I know it's 48 out there. Buffy is just sleeping through his waniest, gibbous moon. He doesn't care. I think this waniest, gibbous moon is messing with my Netflix instant queue on my Roku, too, because, as you can see, this is the exact same movie. It's counting this is the exact same movie. This is like the third time this has happened. A while ago, I had, like, this one twice, and this one twice. So, like, oh, here it goes again. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Okay, let's see. Did it finally get it right? I guess so, because I'm not seeing anything twice. At least not yet. Okay. Maybe it finally maybe it finally fixed itself. Well, that that gibbous moon, or whatever the hell it was, I just caused something. It caused a whole bunch of interesting things to happen. Because take a look at this. I got this friend's request from somebody on Facebook today. And I wasn't sure, like, the lady didn't look familiar, this lady here. But the more I looked at the pictures, because at first she looked like the lady that, it said she was from Richmond, Missouri, and at first she kind of looked like the lady that worked at the grocery store for years, for her entire life and whatever. And, the more I looked at the pictures, I'm like, there's only one other person that person looks like. And it turns out that is indeed my aunt. Because standing right next to her, that is my father, Rick. So I just got added on Facebook by my aunt. That's very, very interesting. It's kind of one of those things, like, part of me almost wanted to, like, instantly unfriend her, but because that's from that side of the family. It's the side of the family that, like, I grew up 10 minutes away from them, including my own father. Excuse me, I'm having cereal here. Cereal burps. But, and, like, they never really had anything to do with me. Like, they had, like, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, that's when they noticed that I was alive. I don't know, that's weird. But, like, I don't think she ever specifically did anything to me, other than just not really pay much attention that I was ever alive. It was always us getting in contact with them, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things, like, now, my dad can be updated on my life through her. All he has to do is, like, oh, what's Jason doing on Facebook? And, I don't know, it's part of me, like, I haven't seen my dad for half of my life ago. I was 15 the last time I saw him, and I'm 30 now, 31 in a few weeks, or sometime in the calendar year. That's the trick I always play when somebody asks me when my birthday is. Like, sometime in the calendar year. But, and him being in my life, or him not being in my life, even though the last time we were in contact, he tried to blame me for him not being around. imagine that. Because I was the one that wrote that letter. I'm like, yeah, if you weren't being a shitty father, I wouldn't have wrote the letter, but whatever. I'll let that one pass. I'm like, even as a 15-year-old kid, I'm like, I understand that that's one of the most retarded things you could have just said to me. But anyway, so it's kind of one of those things, like, I don't feel like he deserves to know anything about me, you know? Because I'm like, if you had, it's kind of like taking the easy way out. Like, if you had been here in my life, a part of my life for the last 15 years, you would know where I am. You would know what I'm up to. You like my mom, like my actual parent. You would know what's going on in my life. You would know that I live in Warrensburg. You would know, where I work. You would know my friends and stuff, But now, like, he can get updated on me through her, which isn't her fault. That's nothing against her or whatever. But it's kind of one of those things, like, I don't really feel like, he's taken the easy way out. He hasn't had to do anything or be a parent of any sort. And now it's kind of like when, the father comes back into the kid's life like years and years and years later because, oh, now look, they're old enough to drink with. And the funny thing is, in one of these pictures, let me see if I can find it, he's sitting there with, Lucille, who is technically my grandmother on that side. And here it is. There is my grandmother, Lucille, on that side, and my father, Rick, and you'll notice right beside him, a beer. So, he hasn't changed. So, I'm surprised Lucille is still even going, but, like, that was from, these are from Thanksgiving last year. So I don't know who any of the people in the pictures are. Don't have a clue. These are the only two. Well, I kind of recognize her. Lisa is her name, I guess. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Just to see if I have like this flood of people from that side of the family starting to add me. So yeah, that waning Gibbous moon, or however the hell you said that. Like, my thing still hasn't come up. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Look, it's up now. It says 50 degrees. And now you know where I live. Ta-da. And so does my dad, so whatever. I mean, it's one of those things, like, I don't know. It was that side of the family, that side of the family that didn't really put forth a whole lot of effort, even though they lived right next to me my entire life. But whatever. What happens, happens. It'll be interesting. I mean, I don't think my dad has a Facebook. I don't know. I haven't looked through her friends to find out for sure. But if he tries to add me, that'll be one of those things that I'm like, nah, sorry. But like I said, this lady, other than being tied to that family, that side of the family, I mean, I don't think she really did anything to me personally. Like, I barely know her, So, I don't know. We'll see what else the day brings.